Hi, I'm Michael Presley. I'm the head gardener here at Round Pond. Today we're going to be talking about the methods we use to grow food at Round Pond. The art of cultivation leads us into many different methods and practices, beginning with the practice of organics. So in organic practice we use natural elements, we don't use any artificial elements, no petroleum-based derived compounds. We're not focusing as much on NPK nutrients and feeding the plants themselves as we're focusing on generating a healthy whole system, an organic system. And we generate all of our own composts here on site based on old plant materials, lawnmower clippings, everything from chicken manure, horse manure, all the animal byproducts, all the prunings, everything goes into our composting. And also from that we also add amendments such as bone meals, oyster shells, mineral components, trace minerals, things that also give the soil the capacity to support life. So that's the focus in organic growing. So gardening, at times we find ourselves up against the wall with things that we don't understand, timings are off, diseases are prevalent, what have you. And so we need more tools in our toolbox. And there's times when organics is great, and there's times where we need to enliven the system. And so when I turn to biodynamic practices, it's usually to know precisely what I should be doing that day, what time the moon is in what constellation tends to dictate to me where I should be putting my attention, either in the roots or in the leaf or in the flower or the seed. So for instance, today's a root day, and today I'll be planting my potatoes. Also, I'll be cultivating my garlics. I want to enhance root growth. I'm planting my fava beans because my late planting of favas I'm planting for their roots, not for their seeds. Tomorrow's a leaf day, so I'll be foliar feeding some of my greens that look a little withered. So it's always about how to respond, but looking at that timing is important, and then I judge what the plant needs and ask how can I help, how can I serve that particular part of the garden. Also a great outcome of biodynamic practice is you get enhanced vitality in the plant. You get better coloration, you get better form, you get better timings. Plants are allowed to fulfill their full form, and therefore I get better nutrient, better flavor. And so biodynamics to me is just almost like the fine-tuning or those more precise instruments, those tools that I really need to make the art of cultivation enhanced. So we call our practice here at Round Pond Biointensive. In the 1960s at UC Santa Cruz Gardens, Alan Chadwick brought in French intensive, biodynamic, and English market gardening practices as a teaching tool for intensive gardening in California. So we utilize all of these practices and call our practice here at Round Pond Biointensive. And here in this garden, this is our kitchen garden, our chef's garden, where we just delight in bringing the chef out of the kitchen and also bringing the garden to the chef in his imagination. So when he's preparing a meal, he is thinking constantly of what he can run out to the garden, grab, and bring in to enhance that dish or to pair with wine and to find those flavors all working together in affiliation. It's really a community-based, regionally based idea gardening is. And if we're home gardeners, if we're market gardeners, we all still learn from each other. And it's the sharing and the time together in the garden that actually is the most fertile ingredient.